Well, it's Monday the 18th of March and I've come into the greenhouse again to just plant a few things. I haven't done much over the last few days. Earlier today I mowed the lawn for the first time and I just planted 2 rows of radishes outside. I've spent some time just getting some pots ready with some compost. So I'm going to just put some more sweet peas in these. I planted some sweet peas on the 28th of February and I noticed that the first of those started to germinate on yesterday, 17th of March, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to plant a few more now in the pots, and then the rest I will leave to plant outside a little bit later. It's been a beautiful day today, the warmest day so far I think. Last week I saw a ladybird here in the greenhouse, but this morning I saw a peacock butterfly outside in the garden. I couldn't get a photograph of it, it went before I could get a chance. So it just shows the difference in the air temperature. I'll put some soil on the top of those in a moment. That's soil compost. And then I've also got some trays ready because I want to plant some tomato, money maker. This is what I used last year as well, and they were a good crop, but the problem is they were all, a lot of them went bad on the bottom before we picked them. I don't really know what the problem was, but I'll just do 1 tray of these and then I'll do a tray of cucumber as well. I've got some other little pods ready to do some more flowers, but I'll do them later in the week. Just going to put 1 seed in each for this. What grows, grows. Possibly do another tray in a week or two's time. So that's 15 for the tomatoes. And I'll do the same with the cucumber. We won't grow all these ourselves. Once if seeds are successful, I will give the plants to some friends to use as well as grow myself in the garden here. There's not many of them in there. Just 5. So we 1 level of them now. Have to mark them out. I'll put some tomatoes in the rest of that tray. Then I've got another tray here because I want to plant some peas, which I'll grow in the greenhouse first. Calvert and Wonder. Usually I soak my peas and my runner beans before I plant them, but I'm just going to try this first tray without soaking them. Maybe soak the ones that I plant straight into the garden later. I've got some potatoes that are chitted and really they need planting, but just a bit hesitant at the moment. With the risk of the cold. So I might just give that another few days before I think about planting those. Unless I get some additional compost and put them in pots and leave them in the greenhouse for a while. I'll make that decision later in the week. So that's my second lot of sweet peas. It's the 21st of March and come out into the greenhouse again. I pre-filled some of these little pods just a few days ago, and while I was out I did a few other little jobs. I had brought some lilies and some gladioli from Dobbies, our local garden centre, so I planted some of them in the garden and some into some pots. And I also brought some of these little plugs, some fuchsia and some geranium, and I spent some time putting them into pots like this, ready to go out on the patio once they flower a little bit more. Today I'm just going to plant a few more seeds. Some I've already done a few days ago, but I'm going to do a few more again now. And I'm going to start by planting a few more calendula. I have a couple of daughters that live in the area, and so I can get these started and then perhaps put them into pots for them to have in their gardens during the summer. A couple of days ago I got the pressure washer out and I managed to wash the patio down. I noticed quite a few of the different seeds that I sowed last week or the week before have germinated and started to come through. That's 2 trays of calendula, and then I'll do another tray, 1 tray of nemesia. Got another one that's ready, so I'm just going to put some more dahlia seeds as well. We've got some fruit trees in the garden. They're miniature dwarf trees. Planted them the first winter, summer that we were here. They've not been very successful yet. I was debating whether to just cut some of the top branches off now at the beginning of spring, but I decided to just leave them just for one more season, because it's amazing how much they have grown. I originally planted them quite close together because of the amount of rain that we were getting. I wanted to use them as a means of hoping that they would draw some of the water out of the ground. They look very nice once the blossom is out on them. That's a lot of seed trays done already now. Might slow down on those for now. There's only so much garden you can plant them in. These are the tubs. I put a few of the lilies in. I think there's 4 or 5 planted in each one, and they'll be nice to have on the patio once they come out in the pots. I've still got some more gladioli to plant, which I will do in a couple of weeks' time in one of the beds where I've got the tulips and daffodils. First tulip is out this week. Won't be as many this year as I didn't get a chance to plant them over the winter with it being so wet. I'll just lift the camera up and you can just see out through the window, and I will include a 360 video of the garden in this video. Here is some of what I've already got planted. Got a bag of onions there. I love onions, and my friend from Suffolk gave me some when I visited earlier in the year. And then I guess it's time to have a tidy up in here as well. It's the 22nd of March. It is a beautiful sunny day but very windy, and I just happened to check the potatoes that I got ready for planting, and they've started to chit and to sprout, so I've decided that I must do something with them before it's too late. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into some pots. I got a couple of bigger ones and some smaller ones, and I will just plant them in the bottom of those with a bit of bagged manure, and then as they begin to sprout I'll just cover them and keep repeating the process, and I will try to keep them in the greenhouse when if I know that the weather's going to be cold or frosty. So we'll see how many of these I can get into these few pots that I've got, and the rest I may consider just putting into the ground and just keeping an eye on them. I've got some bags of peat-free Miracle Grow which I'm going to be using. Some of this in the base. Build it up a little bit. I've also got some bags with some manure, which I will put a layer of that at the bottom as well. I'm going to plant the other potatoes into the garden patch, and I'm going to do something different this year. Instead of digging a trench all across and putting them down and then mounding it up, I'm going to just bury them by digging a hole with a trowel. So I'm going to mark a line out so that I keep in a straight line as best as I can. What I'll do with each potato, I'll put some of this manure into the hole, and then as they begin to show through, I will just mound them up around them. I'll start by here. I'm going to go quite deep, that'll help protect it from the frost. It's very wet down in the bottom of there.